Hello everyone, welcome to today's session on economics. My name is Onoja Peter. Our topic of discussion in this session is agriculture. Agriculture, otherwise known as farming, plays a critical role in the entire life of a given economy. Agriculture provides food, raw material for further production, and employment opportunities to a very large percentage of the population. Aside the fact that agriculture provides food and employment opportunities, agriculture is a main source of national income for most developing countries. Agriculture is one of the most important sections in every human society. As it is often said, agriculture is a bedrock of every economy. Without agriculture, no nation can feed the population. Agriculture means different things to different people, but in this session, we shall see agriculture as the art and science of growing plants and other crops and raising animals for food, other human needs, or economic gain. The ultimate purpose of agriculture, as seen from the definition, is for food production, other human needs such as clothing, medicine, tools, for economic profit, etc. Agriculture can be classified into four broad categories, mainly crop production, livestock rearing, fishing, and forestry. When we talk about crop production, it involves the cultivation of different crops like yam, beans, rice, and a host of others for the consumption and satisfaction of human wants. Another category is the livestock farming. Livestock farming involves the rearing of domestic animals such as goat, cow, sheep, pig, etc. for our personal consumption or for sale. Another category is fishing. This is a type of agriculture that involves the breeding and catching of fishes from the river for human consumption. The last but not the least category is forestry. Forestry involves the preservation and maintenance of trees, also the extraction of forestry resources like timber for our furniture. System of agriculture. There are basically four important systems of farming. There are traditional system, commercial system, mechanized system, and cooperative system of farming. When we talk about the traditional farming, it involves the cultivation of small portion of land. Traditional farming is also called subsistence farming. In this kind of farming, the kind of tools that are mostly used are hoes, cutlasses, etc. Under the traditional farming system, the major motive behind production is for personal consumption. We also have the commercial farming. Unlike the traditional system of farming, commercial farming involves using large portion of land for cultivation of crops. Here, the driving force behind production is profit maximization. That is, almost the whole of the product or produce is or sold for profit. We also have the mechanized farming. This involves the extensive use of machines and other types of advanced equipment and tools. This is usually carried out on a large portion of land. Here, tractors, plow, harvesters, and other mechanical devices are used. The last but not the least is a cooperative farming. This system of farming is usually adopted in order to obtain loan and aid from government, or to acquire their farm equipment at a cheaper rate. For example, most times it is difficult for farmers who are not members of a particular cooperative to access government agricultural loan, because it is usually assumed that if they don't belong to a cooperative, how do they get to trace them to repay back the loan that they are seeking for? And as such, if you are not a member of a cooperative, it is usually very difficult for you to access agricultural loans. The importance of agriculture. Agriculture is very important to man in numerous ways which cannot be mentioned. But for the sake of this class, we shall be considering a few of them. First is that agriculture helps to provide food. We all know that the food we eat is as a result of the activity of agriculture. Also, agriculture helps to provide employment. It is important to note that on a daily basis, the population of the country is increasing, and as such, the demand for agricultural products are on the high side. So in order for the supply of agricultural products to meet the demand of the society, more and more persons have to go into agriculture, and as such, more labor is being engaged, thereby creating employment. Agriculture is a source of foreign exchange because it constitutes part of our export products, such as cash crops like the groundnut and a host of others. Agriculture is also a source of raw material. We all know that before production can take place, raw materials are needed for the production to be made possible. So it is with the help of agriculture that most of the raw materials needed for production are obtained. Agriculture is also a source of income. Agriculture is mostly carried out for the sake of consumption. But when produce becomes surplus, there is the need to sell to the market, because the demand for produce is always active and on the high side in the market. In summary, it is important to note that agriculture is very important to every living being, because it is through agriculture that food is being made available for consumption. Also, it is categorized into crop production, livestock farming, fishing, and forestry. Agriculture has made it possible for our industries to get raw materials for production. Agriculture contributes greatly to the national income through export. Here is an assignment for you. What are the importance of agriculture known to you? Thank you for your time. See you in our subsequent session.